Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the moral sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and birthdom. Each new morn, new windows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows. Strike heaven on the face that it resounds, as if it felt with Scotland, and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend I will. What you have spoke, it may be so Persians, this tyrant, whose soul name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well, he hath not touched you yet, I am young, but something. You may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb, to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge, but I shall crave your pardon. That which you are in my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still. Though the brightest fell, though all things soul would wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance, even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love? Without leave taking, I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but my own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country. Great tyranny lay though thy base is sure, for goodness dare not check thee, where though thee wrongs. The title is afeard. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou thinks, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich ease to boot.
Be not offended, I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right. And here from gracious England have I offer of godly thousands, but for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer in more sundry ways than ever, by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confineless harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name, but there's no bottom, none. And my voluptuousness, your wives, your daughters, your matrons and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such one to reign.
Boundless intemperance is in nature is tyranny and hath been, untimely emptying of the happy throne, and fall of many kings. Prefer not yet to take upon what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in spacious plenty, and yet seem cold. The time you may so hoodwink, we may willing dames enough. There cannot be the vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
Where this there grows in my most ill-composed affections such a stanchness of avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels in his other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust, and it hath been the sword of slain kings. Yet, do not fear, Scotland hath foisons to fill up your well, of your mere own. All these are pourable, with other graces weight.
Go.
But I have none, the king becoming graces, as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting it many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell. Uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
O Scotland, O Scotland,
If such a one be fit to govern, speak, I am as I have spoken.
fit to govern, no, not to live, O nation miserable, with an untiled tyrant bloody sceptred. When shalt thou see thy woolsome days again, since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and dost blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king, the queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeats upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul whipped the black scruples to reconcile my thoughts to thy good truth and honour. Devilish Macbeth by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from o'er the credulous haste. But God above, deal between thee and me, for even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here adjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself, for strangers to my nature, I am yet unknown to women, never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted that was my own, and no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight. No less in truth than life, my first false speaking was this upon myself, what I am truly, is thine and my poor country's to command. Whither, indeed, before thy here approach, old Syward with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point, was setting forth. Now well together, and the chance of goodness, be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile.
Well, more anon comes the king forth, I pray you.
I'm not sure if I can. Aye, sir, there are a crew of wretched souls that stay his cure. Their malady convinces the great Assay of art, but at his touch, such sanctity hath heaven given his hand, they presently amend.
I thank you, doctor.